The main focus of this channel is to unite everyone together. And I get hate, man. These people, some of these people, you have no idea what they call me. They call me every name in the book. But I can take it. Because at the end of the day, if I can even get a few people to unite together, that's my goal. That's my goal, man. For all of us to unite. Because if we don't, it's going to be even harder. Hey everyone, welcome to the Progressive Social Warriors, where we speak truth to power. We speak truth to the Republican Democratic Party, but especially the Democratic Party, because that's why we have Trump. So I want to get into the DNC lawsuit and what that means for the Justice Democrats and brand new Congress moving forward. I started off with Justice Democrats, so I sometimes forget to mention brand new Congress, but they're part of our family now, and I've been reaching out to some of them. And they're great people trying to help the cause. So just a reminder to Justice Democrats and brand new Congress people, I suggest everyone should join each other's groups just so we can start talking to each other. But first, before we get into it, I really want to thank all the people that have been subscribing to me, all the people that have been watching the videos and been showing me love in the comment section and on Facebook groups and on Reddit groups and on my YouTube videos. It means so much to me. I've just started off on YouTube, and I know in the terms of the YouTube world, I'm really small. I understand that. I know that. But everyone who subscribes and everyone who watches and comments, thank you so much. Believe me, doing YouTube for a couple of months now, I realize how hard it is for people to subscribe and watch. So I appreciate that so much. Even all the haters. I've been getting a lot of haters lately, even from the left, who don't want me to promote the Justice Democrats or brand new Congress. And I love those haters. I love you guys. Even though you guys hate me and you want to call me a mole and you want to call me a Democratic shill, which I don't understand, but I hope you guys keep watching the videos, because hopefully I can convince a few of you to see what I'm trying to do, and that's to unite everyone. I support every option. There's a lot of people who don't agree with Justice Democrats who are very respectful. I want to mention those people as well, because they also commented and said I don't want to move forward in that direction, but good luck, and I hope you guys can get whatever progressives you can into office. And I want to thank those people, and they were really respectful. But some people are, they're just, I don't know, they're just trolls. So what can you do? Okay, so we're going to get into, anyway, so thank you everyone. So we're going to get into this now. And we got Jordan and Jimmy here. We're going to explain the lawsuit, and then I'm going to discuss how I feel, how that affects the Justice Democrats or brand new Congress, and how I think that this doesn't stop us from moving forward.
Good. Now, listen, you've got some great information. So what's going on in Florida, I just want to set it up. There's a lawsuit happening against the DNC. There are a bunch of Bernie voters who are in Florida. They're filing a complaint seeking redress for their what they did was they donated, and they feel like they got screwed over because the DNC wasn't following their charter. So, Jordan, pick it up from there. Who filed this lawsuit, and what have we found out?
Yeah, so the lawsuit was filed last year. There's been other folks following it down there. And it was brought by Bernie Sanders voters, basically wanting their money back. And that's a lot of voters. Bernie had nearly 7 million individual contributors. And wanting their money back based on fraud, essentially that they donated the money under the assumption that this was a fair, even-handed contest between Bernie Sanders and Hillary Clinton, and the DNC broke its own charter and bylaws, which state they're neutral. And you remember Debbie Donor Downer, as I call her, going on TV constantly, and we're neutral, yada yada. So most people kind of have been laughing about it and say, oh, those Bernie bros, sour grapes. But they were in court last week giving their arguments. It's a possibility that it could move to even a trial. And the judge actually, I read the whole over 100 pages. the judge was asking pretty probing questions of the defense. The DNC defense is as arrogant as you would expect. In really a shocking thing that you can't believe they'd say in public, the lawyer, Bruce Spiva is his name, said, well, you know, not that we did this, wink, but if we wanted to, we could do it like the old days, go in back rooms over cigars and just pick the nominee. So he said this in court.
So you can't. So I heard someone else, Jordan. I heard someone else say this. Well, it's just donations.
Okay, so we'll stop there because I got something to. I want to discuss that part. Yes, I didn't have to hear this to know that it was going to be an uphill task to try and overtake the Democratic Party with progressives. Are they going to rig it on us? Yes. Are they going to try and their best to not let progressives into their corporate Democratic Party? Absolutely. But that doesn't mean we don't try. Let's hope that the brand new Congress and Justice Democrat people are aware of this, which they are obviously aware that there is shenanigans going on and rigging, and let's hope that they have people that are there watching and making sure that everything's even-handed. I don't know that. I mean, I don't talk to the people who are running this, but that's my hope. These people seem to be competent people, so I would assume that they're gonna do their darndest to make sure that things are running fairly. But is it still gonna be very hard? Them talking about we can go to a back room and just pick it? Yes, it's gonna be hard. I know, but that does not mean we cannot try, and that's my main point. We gotta try. Let's try from the outside and the inside. I'm gonna do a video on Draft for Bernie, and how I support them as well, and how I think the Justice Democrats and Draft for Bernie people should be together on this, and why I feel that we can still be together on this. And I don't know this for a fact, but I'm gonna find out soon enough. I'm assuming, but I could be wrong, that the Draft for Bernie people are not very fond of the Justice Democrat people, but I don't know that for a fact. Maybe they are. Maybe they think like I think, and let's try any which way to get progressives in. But yes, it's going to be hard. And yes, they'll try and rig it against us as much as we can, but that does not mean we don't try. And that does not mean that people on the left who hate on me, who are telling me that I'm a mole and you're a corporate shill, and the Justice Democrats are corrupted because of Jank and TYT. That's all nonsense, okay? No one can be corrupted before it even starts. And I made a video on why I think TYT and is not corrupted if you want to watch that, but I'm not going to keep repeating myself when it comes to that situation. But to tell people not to try something, I don't agree with those people. You shouldn't agree with anyone who tells you not to try something, especially if it's to help people. Yeah, it might not work, but at least we could say we tried. We tried our best. It didn't work. Yes, they screwed us over, but we tried. And that's why I want to do. That's why I want to talk about Draft for Bernie, because they're gonna try and come from the outside. Let's try and come from the inside. Maybe we can flank them from the left and the right and go straight down the middle, and they're so confused that we sneak our candidates in there. Who knows? Maybe I'm naive and that will never work. But I'm definitely going to try, and I'm definitely going to ask people to try with me. That's 100%. Let's keep going with this.
Donations are donations. You can't get them back. That is not true. I know of a guy who said his wife had cancer, so they had a fundraiser and people donated. Turned out she didn't, and they just took the money because he was underwater on his house. And that's called fraud. You can't do that. So you can't solicit a donation under a false pretense, which is what the DNC did. They solicited donations from Bernie Sanders supporters saying, help us run a primary. We're going to run it fair. And then they didn't. That's fraud. You can't do that. But what you're saying, the argument they're making in court is that we could do that if we wanted. So let me.
Okay, so, hey, let's hope this shines a light on their corporate asses. And now that this is coming out, and that Jordan kind of broke this story, that they're going to be on their tippy toes now when it comes to trying to rig it. Maybe the judge sides with the lawsuit, and I doubt the judge is going to side with the lawsuit because everything's corrupted. I know the Democratic Party's corrupted to its core, and so is the justice system corrupted to its core. But I mean, Jordan did say the judge was asking probing questions. Maybe the judge sides somewhat with the lawsuit, and you know, it puts them on their toes, and they're not brave enough to rig it as much as they have been. You know, that could also happen. Who knows? It might not, but hey, maybe now that this is coming out, period, they're going to be on their toes to make sure that they don't do as much as shenanigans as they've been doing. So this could be a positive for us. I don't know, people. I'm with everyone who's trying everything, and I'm with all of you. I'm with you, brand new Congress, Justice Democrats, draft for Bernie, progressives, Greens. I'm with all of you. Any way to get progressives, I'm all for it. So, you know, this could be a good thing that maybe they're on their tippy toes now, and maybe it's nothing, and they don't care, and it's still going to be rigged, and who knows? But we're still going to try, that's for sure.
Let me just real quickly ask you about that Bernie Sanders situation, because I find myself going back and forth. And, you know, I was told that his Unity tour was originally a Medicare for All tour, and Tom Perez hijacked it. And he decided to make it. Have you heard any of that before? Or is...
Well, a little breaking news, Jimmy. Not breaking news, but common sense. Bernie wanted Keith Ellis to travel around the country with him. And the DNC stuck, you know, Tommy Tom on him. You know, listen, yeah. I'm trying to get an interview with Bernie, so I got to be careful. But listen, I'll be honest. I don't understand the strategy. I would ask him about that. I think he truly believes he could bring these people over to his side, and maybe to a certain extent he can. But he's not going to change the culture, because what the DNC lawyer said, that's about the culture of all of neoliberalism.
Yes, that. So I know. It still looks like I think Bernie. This is my theory. Again, wherever it's worth is that I think he doesn't think a third party is viable right now at this point because of the way the system is stacked and it's rigged against third parties, right?
And I want to get into that. Everyone, and I'm sure everyone knows this, but let me just say it anyways. It's rigged for third parties. It's rigged to get progressives to take over. It's all rigged. Yes, I understand, but that does not mean that we're not going to try. The progressive movement is awake to a point where I've never seen it in my life. And we got to use that force to come together from the outside and the inside. You don't think they're going to rig it for third parties? They do it right now. They chained Jill Stein to a chair for 7 hours so she wouldn't get in the debate stage. They're going to rig it so that third party progressives don't get into office as well. But am I going to tell third party people, no, don't do it? It's impossible? Of course not. Let's try it. Who knows? Like I said, if you go from the outside and the inside and straight through, we'll get some progressives through. But we got to try, people, because we're all awake now. And I hate seeing the infighting, and I hate seeing people telling other people, don't try this and don't try that. It's awful. And those people who are saying, talking crap about Justice Democrat and brand new Congress, just remember that, because I know those people watch Jimmy and Jordan a lot. And even though I know Jimmy wants to do draft for Bernie, which I totally support him on that, and I'm going to make a video, so watch out for that tomorrow. And if you want to watch it, even though I posted on the Facebook groups, ring that bell if you want to subscribe and make sure to watch it, because I think that's also an important video, and how draft for Bernie and Justice Democrats people can come together. But Jimmy and Jordan support everything too. So those people who are not supporting, just remember, the people that you watch, they do support every which way, even though some of them feel like they want to go a different route. And I support anyone who wants to go any route. And some people think that, I don't know if they think this, or if they're just trolling me at this point, but they think that if the Justice Democrats don't work, you think I'm still going to vote for Democrats? No, I would never vote for a corporate Democrat. I would never tell people to vote for a corporate Democrat. Never. But will I ask people and try and open people's minds to try and overtake them with progressives? Or go from the outside and try and get a third party progressives in there? Absolutely. That's what this channel does. This channel is just trying to unite. which I'm gonna start doing some more videos because I've been stalling on doing videos, and I sometimes just do videos just on corporate Democrats and their stupidness, and I'll be doing some of those videos as well. But the main focus of this channel is to unite everyone together, and I get hate, man. These people, some of these people, you have no idea what they call me. They call me every name in the book, but I can take it, because at the end of the day, if I can even get a few people to unite together, that's my goal. That's my goal, man, for all of us to unite. Because if we don't, it's going to be even harder. I don't know. That's my thoughts. Let me know what you guys think. If you like the content, subscribe. Yeah, let me know, guys. Thanks.